Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm bringing you an in-depth guide on how to play crypto now that we have all these brand new crypto mains. So let's get right into his abilities, starting off with his passive, the Neurolink. Crypto and his teammates see what his surveillance drone detects up to a 30-meter distance. Crypto has a criminally underrated passive. This passive is fantastic if you treat the drone as a security camera. As you can see right here, I see exactly where these guys are. Leads to an easy wipe. Right here, I'm being shot in the back by a wraith. I don't know exactly where she is. I throw out the drone, easy scans, and those scans help me turn the tide of this fight and get a fairly easy knock. The drone scan is extremely powerful if used correctly. In theory, you can get unlimited scans. Take this clip for example. I send out my EMP, I leave the drone up to scan. We knock this catalyst through the wall. And I could just continuously scan with this drone for me and all of my teammates to see. I also sometimes like to think of the drone as like a slower moving bloodhound tactical that can continuously ping. Even if the drone is shot down, you're still going to get a couple scans for a few seconds, which, as you can see in this clip, really can aid your team in winning a fight. This can oftentimes be the difference between life or death. Moving on to the surveillance drone. Deploy an aerial camera drone that can remotely interact with survey beacons, respawn beacons, and allied banner cards. It can actually interact with a lot more. We're going to get into that in this section of the video. As you can see right here, the drone works with Crypto's passive to scan enemies. It can also scan open doors and supply bins, and it can scan them up to 30 meters away. The second ability Crypto has in his drone is the ability to reload his weapons. As you can see right here, I reloaded my flatline. I do not have a gold mag. I do need to note that. And how this works is Crypto will reload both of his weapons. He will reload his primary weapon first and then his secondary. In the drone, you can open up supply bins, which is helpful for gathering replicator materials, and you can open and close doors. Very helpful for baiting enemy teams. You can hack care packages with the drone. This is really nice if you don't have a skirmisher legend and you just want to see what's in the care package without the risk of actually running over to the care package, especially if it's out in the open. Crypto can ping the survey beacons with his drone, which in my opinion makes him the best recon legend in the game currently. Because Crypto has such ease of access to these beacons, he could scan these beacons 4, 5, 6 times a game. And since he does it with the drone and from so far away, it doesn't matter if the survey beacons are even in the zone. He can ping them then, and he can continuously ping these beacons as long as he's close to them, which will provide your team with the most information available. Crypto, I think, is better than the other recon legends for this ability. The other recon legends, they have to physically go to the beacons. Crypto just sends out the drone pings them. Easy day. When you bring out Crypto's drone and aim it at a championship banner, a number will appear, as you can see right there. It currently says 0. What this means is there are 0 squads within 200 meters from Crypto's body. That's very important. It's not from the drone, it's from Crypto's body. This is a fantastic ability for Crypto for a number of reasons. It can tell you if you want to take a fight. It can tell you if you're about to be third-partied. If you are going to play Crypto, you need to be scanning these championship banners quite often. Let's get into one of the most overpowered parts of Crypto's kit, which is the ability to grab your teammates' banners and respawn them at a beacon, all remotely from the drone. I know in this most recent update, Season 16, all the support legends can now craft banners. However, that requires replicator materials and requires the legend to go to a replicator and actually craft them, which if you're by yourself means you're probably going to be pushed. Crypto can do all of this remotely from the drone, completely safe, and I can't tell you how many times this has saved me RP in ranked. As you can see in this clip right here, this is the end of that same game where I respawned both of my teammates. Because of that, we're able to get an easy win. My last tip for the drone is you want to maximize your drone time but keep it short and sweet. So like as you can see here, I'm healing, I reloaded my gun, I pinged the championship banners, I open up stuff. You want to be efficient with your drone. Efficient. You do not want to be on your drone any more than 5 to 6 seconds unless you're reviving a teammate with it. The longer you are on your drone, the more you hurt your team. You do not want to be that Crypto flying around your drone. You want to position the drone, get off it, get back in the fight, and help your team. The EMP does 50 shield damage, stuns players, and destroys the following: Gibby's Bubble, Lifeline's Dock, Caustic Traps, Mirage Decoys, does 100 damage to Octane's Pad, Crypto's Drone, Loba's Black Market, everything Watson has, the amplified part of Rampart's Fences, and a mounted Sheila for 18 seconds, Horizon's Black Hole, knocks Valk out of her ult, destroys Seer's ult, damages Newcastle stuff, and destroys Catalyst's Tactical. The EMP is the bread and butter for Crypto's kit. However, there's multiple ways to use it. You need to know all of them to play him effectively. Take this clip for example. This team pushes us, they pop all of their ultimates, and I manage to knock their Seer. However, me and my teammates need to heal. As I'm healing, I notice that his team goes over to him to revive him, and so I decide to push up. I hear that they revive him and they go to push into this building I'm in, so I decide to throw out my EMP. I know these guys are kind of weak. The EMP cracks one, and my drone picks up one on the scan. I decide to push. It's the Seer, he's healing. My drone scans him. I beam him with the R99. I know his teammates ran inside, so I decide to thirst him. Since his teammates panicked and ran inside, we now have a 3v2, so I just decide to push. This is a fantastic way to use the EMP. You can do more with the EMP than just a simple EMP push. Oftentimes you want to bait the enemy either into pushing you or trying to retreat, and then you use the EMP for extra damage. When you EMP a team, they almost always panic and separate. I don't know why this is, it's just kind of how it goes, but that's what they tend to do when enemies are EMP'd. Let's get into Crypto's playstyle and how I like to play Crypto. When I land, I like to land with one other team or by ourselves, especially in ranked, so my team can get properly looted, we can hit the survey beacons, find out where everyone is on the map, and then take a favorable fight. Take this fight for example. I throw my drone out, I know these guys are in a bad position, I know we are well looted, and this is a favorable fight in a good position. This leads to a fairly easy team wipe, thanks to all the information that Crypto gave us, and the drone scans, which you can see right here. Another thing I love about Crypto is he can be played offensively or defensively based on how you want to use the EMP. This is a great example of an offensive EMP push. Notice I EMP, their Mad Maggie throws her ultimate at us, which actually helps us get closer to them quicker, and then we just push the building. I do destroy this caustic trap, and I try to position my drone, however I forgot I left it back there, so I quickly recall it and get back in the fight. This is what you need to do on an aggressive EMP push. You need to be in the fight with your team. You do not need to be flying the drone around, you don't need to be repositioning the drone unless you're just throwing it. You need to be in the fight. That helps us knock this Seer. And also, as you can see, I'm using the car. You want to have a submachine gun or a shotgun to maximize your EMP pushes. You need something for close range to help your team on these aggressive pushes. And as you can see here, we've got just one left. Me and my buddy 9, the Newcastle, we go after her. I try to cut her off downstairs, however, 9 just goes ahead and kills her. Here is a fantastic example of a defensive EMP and how you can play Crypto somewhat defensively. In this clip, we're being pushed by an aggressive team. They're throwing grenades. I throw out my drone. I decide to drone heal since I'm going to be on the drone anyways. I want to see what this team's doing. They feel awfully aggressive. I want to see what they're doing. I see they're starting to push. I go ahead and EMP. One tip you want to do is if you can see how much damage you do to them, you want to call off their shield. So if I saw red and purple, I would say that. However, in this clip, I did not see it, so I don't call anything out. I then decide to push up. I throw my drone out for scans, and this team is panicked. They had to fully reset because they were EMP'd, they had to heal, they had to reload, and so that leads to an extremely easy wipe. This is a great example of how you can play Crypto defensively to shut down aggressive pushes. Team composition. So what other legends do you want to run with Crypto? A movement legend is huge for a Crypto team comp. In this clip, we have a Pathfinder. I love having Pathfinders with Crypto. Ash, Octane, other movement legends like this, even Wraith, are fantastic when paired with Crypto because you can do this right here. You can do an EMP push. EMP, Path throws up a zip. Unfortunately, he does it too high for us to get to, but that's fine because he's able to get over there and he's able to get a knock. So now it's a 2v1 with a fuse that's been hurt and is panicked from an EMP. This is an easy fight. Another fantastic legend to pair is a support legend like Lifeline. As you can see in this clip, Pathy went down, Lifeline is able to help res him and reset the team even faster. And Crypto, as you can see in this clip, is fantastic at resetting the team quickly with the drone heal. For the inventory and the loadout, I don't have a lot of recommendations. I would, however, recommend as many ultimate accelerants as you're comfortable with carrying, just so you can get that EMP back quicker. As I said before, with my aggressive EMP push, I like to have a submachine gun like the CAR, the R99, maybe a shotgun, something for close range that can help you capitalize on those aggressive EMP pushes and wipe teams easier. Submachine guns I cannot recommend enough as they just dominate right now at close range, especially the R99 and the CAR. Let's wrap the video up with a couple of miscellaneous tips for Crypto. This is the clip I showed you guys earlier with that Catalyst team. This is after we wipe them and we go ahead and start looting their bodies. I'm a little slow to doing it in this clip, but what I always like to do after we finish a fight or are about to take a fight, but especially after we finish a fight, throw out the drone, scan the area, and see if there's any teams nearby. This will tell you if you can safely loot or not. In this case, there's 2 teams nearby. However, we hear them fighting and I know where they are, so I know we're safe to loot. This is a great tip for keeping your team safe as Crypto. The next tip is the drone heal. And another side tip, you always want to keep a Phoenix kit on you as Crypto for this reason. If you time it right as you're throwing the drone out, start a heal, you could heal while you're on the drone. As you can see right here, I'm using a med kit. That's why it's great for Crypto to always have at least one Phoenix kit so he could full heal while he's on his drone. Again, I maximize my drone time, I respawn my teammate, I heal, I ping the champion banner. As I said in the beginning of the video, you want to be fast and effective with your drone. I get everything I need to get done with the drone quickly, and I get off of it to help my teammates. You do not want to be that Crypto flying your drone around being a nuisance. That's not helping your team. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It took me a long time to make it and put it all together. If you learned something, please let me know. Leave a comment, leave a like, and make sure to have a great day.